become so prevalent. And it seems like everybody else been noticing finally. I'm separate, I'm distant. I try to warn you, but nobody listens. You didn't know what you were getting yourselves so deeply into. It's really not anything to brag about. Knowing stuff. Knowing stuff. Nobody in their right mind would ever want to know. There is nothing to get excited about. When it comes to this world, and I know that I'll get labeled stone cold cynic, all 'cause I pay attention to this shit. And there's still so much beauty, there's still so much goodness. I'm not so focused on all the negative, but it's still there. We should acknowledge it. If you don't acknowledge what all is there, well, you're just not being honest. So how could you possibly have the right frame of mind if you're denying a huge chunk of existence, a huge chunk of human experience, a huge chunk of what makes this world so very shitty? Doesn't have to be ominous, but most of the time it very well is. Doesn't have to be dramatic, but as you can see, drama is a thing to which they will always heed because they're so desperately in need of some excitement, some excitement, some excitement. I'm so lucky that I can create scenarios inside my mind. I'm so lucky I write characters all day, every day, 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 all day, every day. Hey, hey, hey. Originally a defense, and now it's my way of life. No, let's go back to the original one. No. I lost it. I lost it! No. I love these chords though. Just hearing the sound makes me feel better than I did before I heard that sound. And if you like it, cool. If you don't, so what? I hate that I'm always explaining. Maybe it's just a part of my makeup, but I guess that's why I don't do it the way that I'm told to do it, the way that everybody subscribes to. Can't not be on the outside. I could be hanging out with everybody, but I'm still on the outside. But God's got me, 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 God's got me. And that's something to shout about. It's nothing to be proud about. He chose me to have this, he chose me to have this, he chose me to have this, so I am knee deep. I'm knee deep in my analysis. He's right here with me, always sitting next to me, always holding me when I get so sad. And he's right here with me in this castle, this castle, this castle, this castle. You'll never get in because it's mental, it's mental, it's mental. It's my voluntary prison. And I am the warden. Yeah, I am the warden. But I've created some people are cat people, and other people are hamster people, and other people are reptile people. Well, I'm a separate. I'm a separate myself kind of people. Like, I create this other place in my head. I'm imaginary. I'm an imaginary people. I'd rather hang out with imaginary people than real people. So I'm an imaginary person. I prefer things that I create than real things. I really like that chord. That is such a sexy ass chord. Constantly applauding me. They're booing me. They're booing me. That's what they used to do all the time until I gave them a lot of marijuana, and then they were fine. They just needed to eat some. To beat myself up, feel guilty about a lot of stuff that's out of my control. So I've gotten better at gauging what's important. I've gotten better at discernment. I've gotten better at figuring out what's my part and what's your part, and are you making shit up? Probably. See, I don't like to lie, so I had to create a character in order to do that. Sitting together, I'm not here with you, and it's gotten too painful to ignore. It's gotten too painful. can still do that song and remember the way that things used to be. I can still remember you and me, you and me, you and me, you and me. Back when I tried to believe in that concept of giving myself to somebody, but that didn't last long, and I knew it was wrong to keep expecting myself to do things that aren't natural to me. I can't pair bond. It's so depressing. I think that's why I always like create these characters in my head. Like really, that's why I do it. I think that's why a lot of writers like have to be alone. Because like, yeah, it's not gonna work out. I just knew the truth before anybody else did, and I applied it, I applied it, I applied it. That's really the difference between me and most people. Cause I know many people that want to be alone, but they're still married. I know people that hate themselves for doing what don't make sense to them. I know people that are in some shit-ass relationship, but they keep watching TV and masturbating to pornography in the bathroom. People don't have it, they'll never have it, they try to have it, and as much as they are so willing to go out and grab it, whatever they grab's gonna burn them. Cause they haven't done enough work on themselves to attract someone that's not gonna screw them over. It's not gonna screw them over, but you're screwing yourself over. You don't even realize it, you just project. It's what everybody does now, cause it's easier than admitting that it was you that allowed that person to walk all over you. I'm not a manipulative person. I mean, I have been, but I didn't like it. I didn't think it was a good thing. So I went to therapy, and I discovered, you know, it's just better that I'm not in a relationship because I can't handle it. Because, you know, I feel like I try to be, like, traditional or whatever. Because I feel like that's the way a relationship should be. But I can't do it because, you know, the fucking intrusive summer home. I gotta keep talking about that. The intrusive summer home. Yeah, when you have a summer home that you go to in your mind, yeah, you're not gonna spend time with anybody anymore. I learned how to do that when I was a child. And I've been doing it ever since. And I knew when I was very, very young that I was not going to be able to handle a real relationship. And I was so fucking right. I knew that shit at 6 years old. And every relationship I've had has just proven that to be true. But it does kind of make me just sad because I'm conscious of it. I'm conscious of the choice I'm making. I'm not actually like lonely though. I mean, look at this. Look at this, babies. 7,300 videos and counting, okay? Is that lonely? You think I'm lonely? Like, I got so much work to do. You could think I'm lazy or whatever because I'm not doing it the way that they're doing it to be successful, but I'm successful in my own way because there's a lot of shit I've accomplished. I know because I've seen myself accomplish shit. You know? But everybody's mile markers are different. That's why it's stupid for anybody, anywhere, to be concerned about what other people's mile markers are. You know? Because it's like, yeah. If you're competing with yourself, if you've seen yourself grow and evolve and shit, and you know, because you saw yourself yesterday, you saw yourself a few weeks ago, or months ago, or years ago, or decades ago, however old you are, you know, you remember things the way that they used to be, and the things you used to put up with, or the things that you did to yourself that weren't good. I think, like, I am a very stubborn person, and I'm really committed to myself, and I'm committed to, like, the things that I believe in, and it's just, I'm very, 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 very standoffish. You know, Ronit told me that I'm so uninviting. Yeah, dude. I'm not proud to be like that or anything. It's just the way that I am. It's like, dude, no. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's like, you know, whenever somebody comes up to you and they're like talking to you, you're like, go away, dude. Go away. And you're just like creating scenarios in your head so that you don't strangle yourself in broad daylight, you know? I feel like it's worse to do that during the daytime. It's more serious. People remember it. Dude, they did an x-ray on my elbow and they said it was fine, but it does not feel fine. I'll probably need acupuncture or something. That would be good. I don't want to go back to my chiropractor though, because I feel like he's going to fuck me up even more. But acupuncture, there's a whole science to that shit. And I know technically there's a science to chiropractors and shit, but chiropracting, chiropractorship, chiropractorizing. Yeah, I wonder if they could like take the tension out of my elbow and then it'll be released. This one stretch helps though. Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat. But yeah, it's like right here. Right here. And it radiates. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. It's one of the perks of getting old. Everything starts to hurt. But yeah, it's like I stretch And the stretching does help. I know that. Anyway. Yeah, I remember, like, dudes that I've dated and dudes that I haven't dated, dudes that have wanted to date me for some stupid ass reason, that I've never agreed with, okay? Because I see me and I hear me and I spend time with me and I know the way that I treat other people that want to spend time with me, and it's not very good. Because, and I don't know if it's like a narcissistic thing. I think that it is, because apparently, like, narcissists, like, don't know how to be in relationships, like, successful relationships, because, like, they hate themselves, you know? But that's not really the case. Like, I don't hate myself. I mean, I used to, but I definitely don't now. I don't need external validation, though. It's more of a thing of, like, where I can give myself everything that I need. You know, I can give myself, like, I can't want something from somebody that I can provide for myself. And, like, that's what I'm going to be thinking the whole time, that I'm in a relationship with somebody. I'm like, oh shit, like, I can just do this myself. Like, why would I even bother, you know, like, fucking somebody or, like, holding somebody's hand, you know? Like, it is a gift to be able to provide that for yourself. That is such a gift. And it's a really misunderstood gift. I mean, sometimes I really don't get it. And it's still something that I'm analyzing, but, like, of course, I'll be analyzing this shit all my life. But, like, I can't really explain that to people. Especially people that are like, you need love, you need affection. I'm like, dude, I can just drink some reuteri. You know, I don't need somebody to touch me. Like, I can touch myself. I think it's a schizophrenic thing. Where, like, we can, like, touch ourselves and imagine that it's somebody else. Is that extra delusional? Why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? You're just jealous. You keep yourself company and keep yourself entertained and occupied, and it's like I just create characters to be in love with. I create characters to be interested. I create characters that are, I guess, versions of me, right? I mean, that's essentially what you're doing when you're writing. It's like you're creating another version of yourself, in a way. Like a version of yourself that you wish you were, or a version of yourself that's terrible, that you like a shadow self, kind of. You know? I'm pretty sure that's what people are doing.